I know what you're thinking. Drew, why are you playing such suspenseful music? Well, we're in Hollywood after all. Hollywood, South Carolina. Alright, my attempt to be funny this episode is over. Thank you guys for joining us for another Dashcam drive through a town in South Carolina. And today we are visiting the town of Hollywood, South Carolina, in Charleston County. Before we go any further into this video, I do ask that you subscribe. Now, I will say we come through town center here one time. I thought that Hollywood was a really small town, and by most measures it is, but it's like 20 square miles big, or even bigger than that. It's just like its cousins in Charleston County, Ravenel, and Allendale on the other side of Charleston, and Meggett. They're all huge. They have a town center like we just went through, and then a bunch of land all along the road. That's where houses and farms and trees and everything else you can think of except for a lot. Okay, I'm serious this time. No more sound effects. I had too much fun with that, though. Okay, so Hollywood here. We're actually going to make two passes through. I came through from Charleston heading towards Edisto Beach, and then I'm going to come back through, going back towards Charleston from Edisto Beach. So we're kind of a vice versa type situation. We're going to pass Town Hall after the second pass. I added in a little transition and a little sound effect to denote when the original filming ended and the new one starts. I'll try to point it out too in this voiceover. Trying to think anything else to talk about first. Well, and the reason why I did that is because I filmed this little bit just waiting for a sign. Probably would have thought that was it if I would have seen it. Just stating that I was out of the town limits, but I did see one that said I was in town limits. It was like a green sign that said "Welcome to Hollywood." It was 6 miles from the town center. I was like, "There's no way that's the whole town." Well, when you look it up, honestly, it is. It's over 24 square miles large. The town is. And here I'll pause to denote the change. So, anyway, whenever you factor that in, it makes sense as to why that was probably the town limit signs, because it was. So this time what we're going to do, since I didn't film from that to start with, now that I knew I was in town limits because I passed Town Hall, no signage at all other than that one sign way up the road 6 miles from here. We're just going to film till we pass that sign. So we got a 6-mile ride in front of us. We're going to enjoy it through Hollywood. It's going to be mostly trees, some housing, some new development, some farms, creeks and rivers, I guess, marshland, all kinds of things. A lot of old, beautiful trees. I'm going to quickly go over a little bit of history. There's not a bunch of good history on Hollywood. The Wikipedia page is pretty, I don't know why I just got in the middle of the road there. It's pretty bleak. Not bleak, but just empty. Just the basic stuff. Note the town website doesn't have any history listed on it, or at least I couldn't find any. So we're going to have to go to the South Carolina Encyclopedia for that. An article titled Hollywood by Leland Wayne Jordan. He published this April 27th, 2016. And it says, Hollywood, the town of Hollywood, had its origins in the New South era, planted in the middle of a farming district. The village grew up along the tracks of the Atlantic Coast Line Railroad and later along two-lane SC Highway 162. It says here that in the 1880s, Charles W. Girardi, scion of an established family on Young's Island, began a new farming venture on newly purchased land 5 miles west of the Stono River. Within a short time, his business enterprises included a store and a bank within a natural grove of holly trees. Planted in the middle of a farming district, the village grew up along the tracks of the Atlantic Coast Line Railroad and later along two-lane SC Highway 162. Truck farming was the economic base down to the 1960s. At its incorporation in 1949, Hollywood counted 500 residents scattered along a 1-mile strip of road where SC Highway 162 crossed SC Highway 165. As truck farming faded and the population dipped to 400 a decade or two later, town leaders actively sought industrial development, almost landing a helicopter plant. A gradual accretion of new residents from Charleston and the surrounding county, combined with an aggressive annexation policy, spurred growth after 1980. By 2000, town limits extended 16 miles along Highway 162, encompassing 33 square miles of old plantations, new housing, and a population in the thousands. Okay, so that was, like I said, Hollywood by Leland Wayne Jordan on scencyclopedia.org. So if you want to read more about that or check out some of the other articles or work by him there, go for it. Good job. Especially considering it's really all that there was to find. Okay. So from the census information I've saw, it looks like Hollywood gains about 1,000 residents every 10 years. So starting in the 90s, it was 2,000, 3,000, 2010, 4,000, 2020. Now we're at 5,000. And the way things are going, you'll probably be up to 8,000 soon, or more. Because probably one day all these trees right here will be housing developments because Charleston is so close. We can say what we want to about that, but unfortunately, it's probably where it's headed. And I do use the word unfortunately because that's what my opinion is. Yours may be different, but we're all different. So I'm entitled to mine, you're entitled to yours. And I'm going to leave it at that. No further comments about it. Anyway, I'm about out of things to say. The population was, or the square mileage of the town on Wikipedia was like 24 square miles, a little bit bigger, but less than 25. So I don't know where the 33 comes from, but, or maybe I don't know where the 24 comes from. So, you know. Anyway, I don't really have much else to say right now, so I guess I'll just comment on the drive. Haven't done that in a while. But the double pass through is kind of like Clio. I think that was the other town that I did that in. So, alright, so we got some, looks like some new development going on here. Definitely there on the left. Probably looks like a golf course there to the right. Some trees, of course. Some warehouses. Still has a rural feel to it, definitely. I mean, obviously. But you're really not that far from Charleston at all. With some marshland. More new development. Nice palmetto trees there. It's like some sort of RV or camper, or maybe boat storage. older church there. I thought it wasn't in business, or in operation, but it looks like it is. Not business operation, of course. But anyway, guys, that's basically all of Hollywood. We're going to keep going till we see that green sign that noted that we were going into the town. So we got a little bit more to go, but I'm going to start wrapping it up. Again, if you enjoyed this video, or if you didn't enjoy this video, please subscribe. It would make me happy. And if you don't want to make me happy, well then I'd be unhappy if you subscribed. Just subscribe. Like it if you like it too. Anyway, that was Hollywood, South Carolina.